I'll be ready to go soon. Just waiting for X Twitter to play catch up and then we'll get started. Alright, Twitter's almost ready, so we'll be starting soon. Just do a sound check. Yep, sound check is done. Hi, Mr. Panda. How you doing out there? Hope you're having a good night. I've not got the best setup at the minute in terms of being able to see all my chats and stuff, like with Twitter X and YouTube. In fact, one of the things that I was going to build after this, or just kind of like vibe it in some basic way, was try and get a window chat manager thing, so you can just like launch it up with your accounts and it'll just connect to your live stream that's going right now, and just get the windows all embedded in one thing, so you don't have to have like different sort of chat windows kind of going around, because it's a little bit cumbersome to handle. Just if you had one browser window that had everything, that'd be perfect. So right, let's get back to it. So hopefully we're going to finish this tonight. We had a bit of a stumbling through this one because it's been a bit trickier than expected, actually. Oh, one sec. Most important job of the night needs to be done. Righty-ho. Important job done. We are back. Oh. And we are ready to get going. So, let's see who's knocking around on here. Okay, so let's get going. We'll have a good time. We'll finish this course and then we'll have a look at what's up next. And go from there. Huzzah. Right, so we got through all the stuff last time. Blocks and stuff. I think the tricky parts of this course were some of the, sort of the ambiguity of like if you don't write the like, you know, so you end up writing most of the functions and most of the things, but if you don't write everything yourself, I think maybe it's just a little bit of like I find it hard to sort of visualize what's going on in the Python like world. I can sort of read it and follow it and stuff, but like because I took a big break in the middle of this project, I came back and I was like, I don't remember what any of these things kind of do, and the naming of them, I can't just like quickly glance at them and tell like, okay, this is what goes in, this is what comes out and stuff. You know, with like with all like lack of typing around things as well, it's hard to sort of like tell. But anyway, we're on to the last lesson, and well, second to last, and then we'll be done. So hopefully we'll clear it off tonight. And to be honest, what I might just do the rest of the night, I might just improve my sort of setup that I'm kind of running at the minute. So I'm trying to get used to using tmux and neovim together, just make a smoother dev experience and stuff. And I'm just kind of getting used to what that feels like. Improving the shortcuts and all that and stuff, but also looking at getting a split keyboard, because I find my fingers just dancing around the keyboard the whole time, and it's just a typing nightmare when everything's accessible from like, you know, one spot. But we'll come back to that at another point. So anyway, so deploy to the internet. We're so close, we have one last step to publish our site to the World Wide Web. Yes, on a public domain and server. GitHub Pages is a free service from GitHub that allows you to host static websites directly from the GitHub repository. Conveniently, you now have a static site generator. That said, there are two limitations we're going to need to work around. GitHub Pages serves repos from the username GitHub repo name, which means that the root of our site is actually a subdirectory. We'll have to enhance our generator to handle that. GitHub Pages needs the code committed to Git, at least by default. Hold on, let me just check if everything's handled here. I don't think lazy git's, no, it's not working for some reason. Lazy git's not working yet, so that's fine. So that GitHub needs, yeah, yep. So I'll have to break don't commit to the generated site rule, but never mind. Assignment. Hopefully you've already been committing and pushing code to GitHub. I have to do that now. Already done that. Right now our site always assumes that / is the root of the path site, e.g. localhost 888. Make it configurable using in the main py. Use the system arg to grab the first CLI argument of the program, save it in the base path. If one isn't provided, default to /. Okay. So we're in here now. Okay, so we're in here. One second. Where should we So in the main path, we want to use the sysargv to grab the CLI argument. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look in here. You say the main.py, the main sh. Base path. Change base path. Where is base path? So neovim find go to next. see, right, okay, I get it. Base path. Main pipe PY. Base path. Base path is sys.arg v. Maybe pass it like 1 or something. No, 0. Python function or default variable. If is it sys.arg pass the base path to generate pages recursive and generate page functions. Okay. path. And then in generate page, after you place, so all I'm going to do is base path. Replace the title and content. After you place the title and content, you replace any instances of href. All dot replace place, and it's going to be, what is it? Href slash. So href equals slash with href base path. So it's going to be href equals base path. And then replace again. Place href hold on, source equals and the source equals backslash quote and then base path. Okay, so we've done that. I create a new build sh script that builds the site for production. In this simple, the script is simple. This replace repo name with your actual GitHub repo name. Okay, so quit, and then so touch build.sh, and then okay. And then mine is repo name. Your main PY is for local testing, so you use it with the default base slash URL. So this one. Run the new build script to ensure the site is built correctly. So just build. Oops. Um, so yes, it's not command source main py. Your main py to build the site into the docs directory instead of the public. GitHub pages serve sites from docs directory in your main default branch. Okay. Okay. The public directory, remove it from your git ignore file. Rebuild. Okay. Then git ignore. Rebuild the site into the docs directory. So dot build ls/docs. Open your repository settings in GitHub and select Pages section. Nope, not signed in. Sign in. I am not showing you guys this. You can look away for a minute. Okay, let's bring you guys back. Can trust you now. Right, see, so go to settings, set the source to main branch and the docs to docs directory. Wait. Pages section. Where am I going? Pages, where's pages? There it is. Okay, set the source to main branch and docs to docs directory, save settings. Yeah, so I think that's right. And then save settings. Now docs directing your main branch source would apply to your Go pages. Euro wants some things in it. Come in, push your change, open the thing. You don't need custom domain, just need to know what this domain is. Let me just copy that. So Liam Walsh. Heck. It's a Python static site generator. Python static site generator. Nothing deployed yet, but that kind of makes sense. Have to come in, push. I think I've done that. I think I've done that. I think I've done that. Okay. Status. All. What's this? This is chapter 5, lesson 5. Hopefully completing chapter 5, lesson 5. Push. Okay, something normally pops up here when there's a thing going on. Let me just check this. There is a docs. Go to settings. Go to pages. That's a good idea. Use that. So almost got it. So what's wrong with this? Let's have a look and see. So base path is not being replaced. I thought it would be. Okay. Okie doke. It's fine, we can fix that. Replace that with, I guess it's just a case of adding that. I guess build. And then if I look at docs index HTML. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, that worked. Okay, put that and then get status. This is it. Fixing issue with relative link replace. It should prop up pretty fast. Sometimes it used to tell you when like it was completed. So go on pages. It's not changed yet. Just check. Docs. Index. Yep, has changed, so hey, there we go. Yeah, nice. Alrighty then, so do that. So configure Boot.dev CLI to use your new GitHub pages for the tests. We're going to submit the CLI test from root project, then you can reset your thing. Okay. So that, whoops. And then come back to here. Blah, 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 blah. So I'll run it as a test first because I want to try and get more points than usual. Okay, so I think that's right. Let's submit the actual thing. Boosh. Very nice. So submit your repository. Okay. This might be it. Okay. So submit your repository. You're done. This is probably the hardest required course on Boot.dev, and you've made it through. And remember, you didn't just build a little website about Lord of the Rings. You built a static site generator that can be used for any kind of site. Feel free to make your own markdown files and build a personal site within the future. Change the theme using CSS and more features, and make it your own. That's all the optional, of course, but you'll have built something cool and flexible. You should be proud. Assignment: when you're satisfied with the finished product, push up to GitHub and submit with your link to the project. It looks something like this. Well done. So let's run all the checks. Boosh. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Awesome. Right, we got this one. So, you finished a build stack site generating Python guided project. 1.5% of students have completed this course. Wow, only 1.5%. Crazy. Right, let's get that little picture thing. Yeah, claim the 6,000 XP. Some feedback. Okay, this was a great project to build. I'm new to Python, and it really touched on all the aspects that probably needed for good foundational skills. However, I'm going to put some nice feedback. However, there were some sections later on that were hard to follow due to ambiguity. What the outcome should be. I also didn't help myself by having a massive break in the middle of finishing this. The more guided sections earlier on were useful, as it didn't say how to complete the function, but at least told you what to create. It's a 5 out of 5. Come on. Leave a review for the course. So this is a great project to build for Python beginners and yes. It's not a simple project, but it builds up nicely and will really hone your understanding of Python thus far. Fun and creative project output that can be added to afterwards to really become something to show off. Overall, brilliant. There's a review. Oh, some review. Yay, I get another chest. I think I've wasted all my salmon and whatnot. Reach level 60. 3.36 students have earned this achievement. I wonder where I am on sort of like a leaderboard. Not that it really matters, but I'm just curious. So I'll go back to the dashboard for a sec. So I don't really need that is it. So I don't really need that. That was cool and fun. I use that. So let's share it to LinkedIn. So it's going to be Python static site. Um, There we are. Job done. So it's saying the next course is to build an AI agent, but to be honest, I think I'm going back to that one last because there's a lot of stuff that we signed up for to do this year. Then the agent stuff was kind of like the last, and I kind of want to get on to like Go as well and doing that stuff. So I think what we do is we'll probably kind of gloss over that for now, come back to that last, and I might even quickly do the. And we must have forgot to do the optional ones on this one, so we will come back to that one like another time. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, we finished what we wanted to do for the night, so I think what I might do is might chill a little bit now, and let's have a little peek at. I think we're going to start on the other course next, course 9 with the learn data structures and algorithms in Python. So I think we'll definitely like start on that next. That'd be 9, so like we finish that one, that'll be 9 out of 23. But some of these hopefully are maybe not as long, so like learning Docker and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not sure. Build a Pokedex and Go. I'm not sure how difficult that one's going to be. First personal project. Learning memory management in C. I mean, this might take us past the end of the year mark, but we'll see. And then these ones at the end. So like, there's a whole bunch of other ones, deeper courses as well. So when we get through those, I'm not too sure. In a year, that's quite a lot. If I wanted to do that, probably have to dedicate a lot more time. But we'll see. But that is the priority right now. So let's have a little peek at this, and then I'm just going to dabble with improving some NeoVim setup and stuff. So this is what we'll be doing next time. So learn data structures and algorithms in Python. Build data structures from scratch and learn how to think through complex algorithms in Python. Practice your hard problems solving skills and write faster code to feel confident in interviews. So start the course, it says 32 hours of content, 175 addicting lessons. 32, blimey. Earn a certificate of completion and learn online at your pace. What will you learn? So like all this. Yep. So that would definitely be one heck of a course to do. So there's 16 chapters. Boy, oh boy. And then however many each there are, I have no idea. So was a new backend path with TypeScript. Not really interested in that though. We just do the courses, don't we? So backend path, Golang, Ergo, community, leaderboard. So I'm not aware with the daily earners, but top league learners, you're in position 5 of the position 5 of the 25 league members. Global leaders, top daily learners, top community. You're in position. Oh my goodness. All right, that's a member thing. Not really bothered about. Recent arch majors, showing the 30 most recent art majors out of 1,613. Top daily learners, top league learners. You're in position 5 of the league members, position 2 of the league members, top daily league leaderboards. I mean, if I complete everything, am I going to hit the top spot? I'm not really sure. Anyway, data structure and algorithms, that's what I want to be starting next time. Can we go back to the... Can't really get back to the start screen anymore and stuff, but that's fine. Yeah, I can't go back in. Never mind. Yeah. So that's kind of it for tonight. I'm just gonna mess about with my NeoVim setup a little bit and just kind of get things ready for next week. Say next week actually. What day is it? Tomorrow. So we're gonna be starting this tomorrow, and then getting stuff ready for next week as well. So I'm gonna be doing anything on that. A great thing on Tmux.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone.
Restart Tmux and open up Vim again, we can see that our colors are correct. So far, we've kept the default prefix key binding of Control M.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Base 44.
A little bit of configuring. Tmux is perhaps the one piece of software that's had the biggest impact on the way I write code. Out of the box, however, Tmux can be difficult to look at. It requires a little bit of configuration to really get productive with. In this video, I'm going to explain why Tmux is so powerful and show you how to update it from its default offering into a version that is modern, zenful, and a joy to work with. I really meant it when I said that Tmux has had one of the biggest impacts to the world and only entered the default in the terminal. Tmux also provides that you'll need to do a little work to have Tmux installed. As of the time of recording, the latest version is 3.3a. Weird. Anyway, get that installed as per your operating system. Next, you're going to need the Tmux Package Manager, also known as TPM. This is installed using Git, so make sure you have that as well. To install the Tmux Package Manager, you can run the following command to do so. Now let's go ahead and create our tmux.file. You can do this.
So let's have a look at the this again. How do I exit again? Tmux exit session. Boot.dev. Tmux, new session, I don't Yep, machine's got a little bit funky when I sort of rerun this install. But I do want to be able to have this, set it up from scratch once, and then you've got your thing back. And how do I do like? Yeah, lazy gut working, lazy gut. Still not working, but I mind. Less. So too much attach. Too much help. Too much attach. Side. And Tmux. So I can do Tmux attach. St side. There we are. We're back. Will be. Okay. So there is a bunch of changes I want to make because it's just useful. So config. Oh. Try and fix this once and for all. Just fix this up. See what this does if we do this. Uh, command CLI check Ubuntu version. .04. Gonna have to switch to Arch at some point. I definitely know it. So like this. So curl it. Hmm. So why would that not work? Ubuntu sudo install. Bin. Don't put anything Ubuntu install. CLI sudo install. Hold on. So sudo install help. I guess. Tmux scroll terminal. Okay. Hmm. Right. Not sure why lazy gets not installed, but we'll gloss over that. So the actual parts I wanted to look at was start the configs. We don't have a tmux config, do we? Through this. Where's the config come in? little dabble in this. So install sh. So touch install team. So install /gmux. So we're going to be that. Whoops. Oh crap. Let me have a look at Dreams of Code again. So some sensible defaults for
Trust.
config tmux conf. Okay. Tmux conf. Then touch configs tmux conf. So okay, configs tmux, and then touch configs tmux tmux.conf, configs tmux Great video, by the way. So we got that. So let's have a look at by Kenobi. No, that's a good one. Control space works. And then, yeah, we could do that. So HJK and L, start base of 1, yeah, we agree with that. Use Alt. Arrows to, without prefix to switch between panes. Shift arrow to switch windows. It's just reload. Reload terminal. Restart Tmux config. How to get out again? There we go. Tmux source, and then it's dot config Tmux. I haven't installed it ever, so that's why. Tmux attach. So here we are. So then it's status diff. So cat configs tmux. So configs tmux. Let's see if we agree with this one. Plugins. I think tmux sensible. Don't really want the cappuccino one. Just move that for now. Set vi mode, keep bindings, split window. Yeah, that's fine. All the rest that's fine. So then git status, and then we needed to install .sh. then we needed to change this. Source, and then local / share side / install /tmux.sh, and then just have a look at that. Install /tmux. So then so adding tmux install setup. Battery's running low. See how this does. See how this does, then I'll probably call it quits there for tonight and see how yeah, just get things set up for tomorrow. Not doing anything on Thursday night, so it'll be back to big streaming next week. Don't think there's anything, actually, probably not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, probably. So yeah, just tomorrow. Start on data structures and algorithms. Let's just see how this does, and then we'll call it quits for today. If you're in the chat, let us know what you're up to tonight. You doing anything fun? It was good. It was good finally getting the project course done. I'd split it over quite a long time period, so it was good to just get back stuff. I'm looking forward to jumping into something a bit different with data structures, and hopefully whiz through this one a little bit faster than the project one. Try and win some time back on the year, because we want to try and get this done by the all of Boot.dev done by the end of the year. Whether that actually happens or not, we're not sure. If I do get through a fair few courses and it's looking like, doing well, I might just take a bit of a tangent and build some projects and stuff. So go back to writing some more content as well and do less streaming. But then we'll see. So yeah, let us know what you're up to in the chat. If you're doing anything fun, you're enjoying watching, let us know. Rightio, did it finish? So let's have a look. Gosh, Tmux there. Alacrity search output. How do I do that? Key bindings, paste, mods mode, buy mode, search mode. How do I get into search mode? Tutorial. search terminal. Search terminal. Alacrity, Toml. And what are the key bindings? Okay, in anyway. No such file directory, right? Creating a tmux config tree before moving file. Try this one more time and we'll leave it there for tonight.
Ебать, а может реально нарисовать рожицу? Только это должно быть что-то... Он не влезет сюда. Хуёво. Струя мочи. Блять.
Source file. Okay, tmux less. Was it like tmux sheet kill session tmux kill session -t There we go, so that worked. So tmux attach, then to navigate windows. So Shift Alt Vim keys to switch windows. Shift arrow to switch windows. Shift left and right. Oh, nice. That's way easier. There we go. Cool. Well, to be honest, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. That's gonna be it. Shut down now. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for tonight, peeps. Hope you had fun watching. Let us know if you did have fun or not, what you want to see next time. Tomorrow we're going to be starting the data structures and algorithms. That'll be the first session. That'll be the only session this week as well. We'll get back to it next week, starting on Tuesday night. So if you had a good time, let us know in the comments. Appreciate it really much. Have a good one. See you next time. Ciao.